What's going on, guys? We are here today getting our yeast ready, and we got a brew day coming up tomorrow, so stop by the Northern Brewer earlier this week, grabbed me a new setup for starting some yeast. So we're going to be growing a awesome ale juice from Imperial Yeast. Delicious. It's already like 200 billion yeast cells in there. Then we got our awesome fast pitch from Northern Brewer. This stuff right here is amazing. They took what used to be a somewhat tedious job and made it super easy for y'all. So first things first, like I always like to say, stay well nourished when you're out there brewing. Dipping into the stash, we got some of this Mr. Falcon, nice hazy IPA collaboration from Fair State and Barrel Theory here in the Twin Cities. This beer is an amazing Citra, Columbus, and there's one other hop in there, I just can't remember what it is. Check it out. Check out that color. It's going to be similar to the beer that we're going to be brewing tomorrow, which I'll show you more of that later. But first things first, so when making anything, or brewing anything I should say, I always want to make sure that you sanitize everything that you're using. So, a couple things. Scissors, whisk, obviously your yeast. Got my one-step sanitizer here, so this is 1 tablespoon to 1 gallon of warm water. Check out these handy dandy cat measuring cups. So it's pretty simple. We got here one of my smaller brew kettles with 2 gallons of water in it, so we're going to put in 2 tablespoons of this one-step sanitizer. Now this is a no-rinse sanitizer, so all you have to do is dissolve it in the water. Now anything you're going to be sanitizing, you want in this water for 10 seconds. Take your brand new beaker, get that water in there. Now you want it to contact all surfaces for 10 seconds. Get in there, give it a good swirl. See, I was planning ahead. I got towels on the counter because I knew I was going to be making a mess. So, beaker sanitized. Take your yeast package, throw it in that water. Want to get that nice and sanitized. Don't want to be introducing any wild yeast from your environment. There's always wild yeast floating around. One more thing you want to do with this yeast now is bring it back to life. So go ahead and agitate that pouch. As it was sitting in the fridge, all the yeast settled to the bottom, so you want to bring that bad boy back to life. You can see the yeast slurry, nice and well mixed. Alright. So, like I said, this is hard work. Make sure you're staying nourished. It's really good. Alright, so now, with this fast pitch product, pretty sweet. This is basically wort in a can. So go ahead and take that can, pour it all in. This is going to be the food that your yeast is going to be eating off of for the next 24 hours. So like I said, I'm going to come back. We're going to be brewing tomorrow night. So 1 can, then go back to your water, fill it up. So you've got 1 can of the yeast starter, and then go fill it up with 1 can of water. Now this is going to aerate your yeast starter. While you got some time. It's really good. So check it out. Super easy. Pop the top. Put 1 can in your beaker. Go fill it up with 1 can of water. Add that to your beaker. And grab those handy sanitized scissors that we sanitized earlier. Pouch of yeast. Alright. Should get all your little bugs out of there. Now, we're brewing a double IPA tomorrow. It's going to be an all grain recipe, so we want every last drop of yeast that's been in this pouch. Now, starting this yeast tonight is going to be key to the vigorous fermentation. It's going to be pretty sweet. Super excited. First time doing an all grain recipe. Like I said, Imperial Yeast Ale Juice. This stuff is awesome. Going to dispose of that, and now the last step. You got a foam stopper that keeps any of the wild bacteria in the air from getting in there. Take your foam stopper, go ahead and sanitize that as well. Squeeze out any excess water, take that bad boy, stick it in, and you're ready. So, cool thing is, you can do this right before you start brewing, run short on time, take your yeast, pitch it in there, feed it right before you start brewing, you know, give it a short window, start growing, bring it back to life. Me personally, I like doing this a day ahead of time. Take this, give it a good shake around, make sure it's well aerated, well mixed. Now that right there, leave it on the counter until you're ready to brew tomorrow. You're going to see it's not going to be a real vigorous fermentation like your very first day of brewing, and it's just going to be like crazy. You're going to see the yeast settle back down to the bottom, layer of white foam on the top there. But when you're ready to pitch your yeast tomorrow after brewing, it's all ready for it. So thanks guys. We will see you next time. Cheers.